I'm Jason Beattie, your realtor with eXp Realty, because your move matters. And this is the Edmonton Market Minute. And so what we're trying to do here is bring in not only relevant local content to be able to provide information and help you out with your decision making, with how to take care of your home, when to buy a home, etc. But also we're going to update you regularly on what's going on in the market. Perfect. So why don't I quickly head into just the market, and we'll cover a little bit what's going on there. All right. So these reports I do produce on a regular basis. So feel free. This is going to be all of Edmonton with condos and single family homes. But if there is a specific neighborhood that you're in and a specific type of home, I can create a whole report. It can be monthly, quarterly, annually, whatever you're looking for your neighborhood. But if we just look at Edmonton so far, month to date, we've had 474 sold properties. Below, you're going to see the year-to-date totals. Now, keep in mind, though, this year-to-date in 2022 was for the entire month of March in 2022, and this is just the month so far. So it's sort of a gauge of how we're doing. I'd like to say, we're at 14th. We're close to halfway there. We would hope that we would be somewhere at the 50%. New listings, we've had a little over 1,000 new listings come to market. That is much closer to 2022's totals. So it's interesting as we start to see fewer properties sell and more listings come to market. Be careful, because that could put downward pressure in pricing as well. We have the average selling price of $358,000. Last year, throughout the month of March, we're at $403,000. That doesn't mean that your property dropped by 25%. All that means is there's more people spending money on the lower end properties than there is on the upper end properties. Average asking price was $473,000. That's up a little from last year, the $421,000. And days on market. So this is important to understand. So these next two ratios are always, in my mind, important to look at and understand. So the average days on market right now for the month of March is 89 days on market. That's pretty huge, because in 2022, the year-to-date total was 68 days on market. So homes are sitting around a little bit longer. Average asking to selling price, we're looking at 97%. So once again, that is a little lower than what we had in 2022 up till this time, or up till the end of March. It was almost 99% list to selling price. Meaning if your home was listed at $100,000, the average home was selling for $98,900. Okay, so very close. Where today, it's suggesting that if your home is listed at $100,000, you're selling somewhere about 3% less at $97,000. Then as we go through the monthly sale price, this is always fun to look at when you see the graph in your neighborhood, how the sale prices have shifted in your neighborhood. What we're seeing is basically, we have had some downward pricing pressure up until spring of this year. And then there's been a little bit of a bounce. We're back up to that 358. Now, also keep in mind, though, this is average selling price. So it just means that we have more of the lesser expensive homes selling. Now, one of the things that I really want you to look at, I want you to monitor this. If you're on the market, or if you're thinking about coming on the market, it's something to think about, because the black lines are what happened last year. The blue lines are the ones that happened this year. So we see last February, there was downward pressure in the number of units that had sold in February compared to February of last year. We knew January, February was crazy, and it steamrolled into a strong March. Then in April, it started to slow down. Well, so far this year, we're only at about 25% of the entire sales volume of all March of last year. So this is something to keep in mind. Also, when I was speaking with Sarah earlier, I'd mentioned the importance of understanding that there is an expectation of a certain amount of mortgages to be placed. There are builders that have an expectation that they're going to sell a certain number of homes. Well, if these numbers get skewed year over year, then there could be some opportunities out there. So if you're thinking about buying a home this year, between the downward pressure that's being created in the bond market in the States, which is forcing the longer term mortgage rates to come down a little bit, and the amount of inventory that's out there and the number of units that have sold compared to this time last year, there could be an opportunity right now. It could be one of those perfect storms for you to want to take action and make sure that you're creating a potential opportunity to be able to maximize your purchase power, being able to buy as much home as you possibly can or want, or make sure that you're getting the best value. So you're getting the biggest bang for the buck. So that's sort of my 2 cents on the market. If you have any questions for either of us or for any other professionals in the market that you'd like to see in having discussions just like this, lawyers, home inspectors, etc., just let us know. We'd love to hear from you. If you like the content, like and subscribe to the channel. We'd be happy to get more of this information out to you, and we will see you next week. Thanks, Sari.
Thank you.